So just making a video for a small update. Today I saw an interesting interview with Deborah Powney on the Lotus Eaters. Very interesting. That's why I wanted to give a little update and share my mind or my thoughts about it. Also to tell you a little bit about what's going on other than the episodes. So for those who haven't been watching regularly or at all, I've been recording episodes talking about domestic violence, the contents of my book, my experiences from a kind of different angle than just the book, just the proceedings of what happened. If you think you might find it interesting, definitely give it a check it out. Trying to professionalize the videos also a little bit. So for instance, today I added chapters to my latest video. Found out it was quite easy to do, and it was a recommendation from Martijn, so thank you. I really like doing it as well, just rewatching it and finding things that I can improve for the next time. So it's nice to do. It's nice to work on. A lot of work, but it's nice. It's good work as well, I think, with a good purpose. Also, I'm gonna start recording a podcast. The first one on the schedule is gonna be Timmy. I'm gonna have a conversation with him about his company, and I want to talk to him about how he started. This is already quite a while ago. He's been going for years now, and I'm really curious to see how he looks back on that, where he sees his company going, how he sees himself as the leader of this company. So Timmy, prepare. No, I'm kidding. It's going to be a lighthearted conversation, but I hope we can still go deep and touch upon things that other people might find interesting as well. I've also been invited myself for a podcast, which is quite funny, quite coincidental. I'm going to speak at the Inner Agency. It's a company or organization that acts as a sort of in-between between people who have a certain need in terms of psychological or psychiatric help and suppliers. And now they sort of fall in between because a lot of GPs don't have time for it. They are overworked, which is why they're demonstrating on Malieveld the other day. And so they jump into that particular hole of service. And watched or checked out one of their podcasts. Was really interesting. So I'm really looking forward to speak there as well. Speak about mental health and whatever comes to the table. I don't know. It's not set in stone yet what we're going to talk about. So I'm curious. I'm looking forward. About the documentary that I saw today, it's about how men that have fallen victim to domestic abuse are often ignored. And this is so she's a researcher on Lancaster University, if I remember correctly, and she's been doing empirical research with a lot of questionnaires and looking into data. I always thought the ratio of men victims to female victims is about 20 to 80. So 80% of the victims of domestic violence are female, and 20% of them are male. And that's the consensus data as of late. But according to her research, is much more 50-50. If I think about it, it actually makes a lot of sense. It's just that violence against males is severely underreported. There was a lot of other interesting findings in that particular research, which she talks about in that interview on the Lotus Eaters. So check out YouTube, go to Lotus Eaters, type it in, and then you will find this interview with Deborah Powney quite easily, I think. I find it really refreshing and insightful, and I hope this type of research will gain more traction, not only in England but also elsewhere in Europe and all across the world, because it's important. It's important that that this data comes out. Also because then men feel more supported. It's like a snowball effect. As soon as you hear, oh wait, it's actually quite common. Maybe in my case, if you are in such a situation, I can talk to somebody, I can reach out, and also then organizations will take it more into account. If more men will speak out about this particular problem, and they will not have the feeling that they have to hide anymore. Also, courts will take it into account that it's not always the woman who is the victim, that also men can be victims of this. So I think there can come a lot of positive things from it, and I hope to add to that particular snowball effect as well, even though it may be just little. So thank you.